Imagine a whole, grander than the stars themselves, where the most terrifying forces in the universe gather, beings of pure destruction. Volcanoes that boil oceans, tsunamis that crush worlds, predators that devour civilizations. These are the deaths of alien species titans, who end entire races without mercy. But today a rumor spreads, the death of humans has arrived. And when he steps forward, the galaxy will never be the same. The F-tales of humanity rising against impossible alien odds fire you up like they do me. Smash that subscribe button now. You won't want to miss the next epic clash, where we prove why we're the universe's ultimate survivors. It was a magnificent hall, grander than any mortal could dream, towering pillars of obsidian and starfire stretched into infinity, echoing with the whispers of extinguished worlds. Dwelling here were beings more terrifying than any mind could fathom. One word encompassed them all: death. These were the ultimate ends of species across the cosmos for the aquatic Zalari, whose empires spanned boiling seas. Death was a volcano, a colossal entity of molten fury, erupting with laughter that shook the ground. I boiled their oceans dry, it rumbled, lava dripping from its jagged form. Beside it loomed the tsunami, death to the silicate crystalline clans who built crystal cities on fragile shores. I dragged them to the depths, it hissed, waves crashing in its voice, extinguishing lights with relentless force. Predator stalked the shadows, death to the herbivorous grazers of verdant prime, a sleek fanged horror with eyes like black holes. I hunt without remorse, it growled, claws scraping stone and gravity. The voidborn nomads end, a swirling vortex of crushing darkness. I pulled them into oblivion, it intoned its presence, warping reality itself. In this place of titans, nothing should faze them. Yet a rumor spread like cosmic dust, a death unseen for eons was coming, the death of humans. Every being imagined it differently. A predator, a natural disaster, perhaps entropy itself, the unending force no one knew. But when it arrived, the hall would freeze in terror. What could possibly scare death? While they pondered, a small figure slipped in, unnoticed, a black-hooded farmer in a tattered cloak, gripping an old well-kept scythe. He was tiny amid the giants, but if you focused, you'd feel it, a subtle drop in temperature atoms, slowing in reverence as he passed. Hello, everyone. I see some new faces around. Every face turned, but they saw nothing at their level. It was the predator, the smallest titan, who spotted him and laughed. Was it you who spoke, little one? I did, the figure replied calmly, for I am death, just as you are. You, death. The volcano boomed. Wrong hole, puny thing, sneered the tsunami. Silence fell, then erupted into mockery. How can you strike fear like us? The predator circled him, towering 10 times his size. The farmer stood unfazed. Why would I be mistaken? The tsunami sloshed forward. We are destruction incarnate, tenders of species, extinguishers of life. But you're tiny, weak, you couldn't extinct a flea. The volcano rumbled, agreement, condescension oozing like magma. You look like you couldn't reap a single soul. The predator whispered. Whose weak being's death are you? Who fears a farmer? Humans, the figure stated. Simply. The hall froze. All deaths stopped dead. Repeat that. Gravity demanded, its vortex tightening. I am the death of humans. Outrage exploded. Mockery stormed the tsunami, a sick joke. The farmer now revealed as the Reaper took a deep breath, chilling the room to its core. Frost crackled on the pillars. You new deaths don't understand. Size and brutality aren't power. He extended a bony hand, palm up. A holographic projection flickered to Litha, swirling green-blue marble earth. You instill fear in beings who've already surrendered their souls. Beg for mercy, but humans, they've fought me tooth and nail since the dawn of time. The volcano scoffed. Impossible. I could burn their world to ash. The Reaper's empty sockets gleamed. Ah, but you tried. Remember the Zorith invasion? Your kind volcanic overlords unleashed hellfire on human colonies, melting cities, boiling seas. Aliens laughed as humanity fled underground. But humans didn't break. They adapted, badass engineers turning lava flows into geothermal weapons. They outwitted your fury, harnessing it to power shields that repelled your fleets. In the end, Zorith empires crumbled, their volcanoes silenced by human ingenuity. The tsunami surged. I drowned them all, like the Aquilon flood wars. The Reaper's voice turned icy. Your waveform invaders crashed over Earth alliances, flooding continents, dragging billions to the deep. Aliens thought it over, humanity extinct. Wrong. Humans built arcs in secret submarines that turned tides. They outlasted you, emerging to counterattack with tidal generators that reversed your waves. Aquilon drowned in their own hubris. The predator growled, stepping closer. But I would hunt them down. What happened when it tried? What if aliens invaded tomorrow? Would you fight like that, or flee? The predator circled tighter fangs. Bared. No disaster scares them. Then a hunter like me, remorseless, unstoppable, would feast on their fear. The Reaper nodded solemnly. The beast Clans thought so till your kin descended on human outposts, claws and teeth ripping through defenses. Predatory aliens, who saw us as prey, devouring worlds, one bite at a time. Humans were outmatched, smaller, slower, but they didn't run. They set traps with cunning. No beast could foresee camouflaged pits, laced with neurotoxins, drones mimicking prey, to lure you in. One human squad cornered in a jungle, Ruin held off a horde for days. Their leader sacrificed himself, drawing fire, so his team could flank that sacrifice. It's what makes humans special. Not brute force, but unbreakable bonds. The beasts fell their packs, scattered, hunted to extinction by the very prey. They mocked gravity, pulsed angrily. I'd crush them, pull their ships into black holes, warp their bones. Voidlords tried, the Reaper countered. Your gravitational tyrants ensnared human fleets in singularities, compressing stars to dust. Aliens gloated as Earth vessels vanished, but humans, they slingshot around your traps, using gravity against your wormhole tech born from desperation. One pilot, defying orders, dove into a black hole's edge, emerging with data that unraveled your empire. Outpowered, maybe, but outlasted. Never. The hull trembled, the deaths exchanged uneasy glances. Could this tiny Reaper truly command such respect? The Reaper's projection shifted, showing humans scarred, defiant, standing amid ruined alien worlds. You take forms of greatest fear, so have I, but my humans. No predator kills them all, no tsunami drowns them, no volcano burns them, no gravity holds them. He lowered his hood, fully revealing a skeletal grin. They've outwitted every alien threat, toppled empires that spanned galaxies. Why? Because they fight not just to survive, but to protect what they love. Family, freedom, each other. The volcano grumbled, shrinking slightly. Then what are you? I am the only force that can end a human time age. The quiet harvest. But even then, they defy mere legends, living on, inspiring the next generation to conquer stars. Imagine facing an alien armada. Would humanity's real weapon be tech, or our sheer stubbornness? The deaths murmured in awe. Their forms dimming. The predator backed away. Impossible. The Reaper's scythe gleamed as he stepped forward, growing in presence, not size, but aura. The hull quaked. You've ended species who begged but humans. They've stared me down across battlefields, alien invasions, cosmic horrors during the Great Galactic War, when all your kinds united. Volcanoes erupting on human worlds, tsunamis flooding defenses, predators in the shadows, gravity warping fleets. Aliens declared victory. Fleets shattered cities, scorched billions lost, but in the ashes humans rose. A single engineer hacked gravity wells, turning them into slingshots that hurled alien ships into their own suns. Soldiers, outgunned, used predator tactics against the hunters' guerrilla strikes that broke their spirit. And when tsunamis came, humanity didn't flee. They built dams of willpower, counterflooding with captured tech. The twist hit like a supernova. The aliens superior in tech, yes. In numbers, absolutely. But humans outwitted them with creativity born from desperation. A virus uploaded to volcanic cores, overheating their command ships. Decoy worlds luring predators into traps. Empathy turning gravity's voids into alliances with unlikely rebels. One by one the deaths bowed. The alliance crumbled. Humanity didn't just survive, they overpowered, claiming the stars. Only a human can truly take a human, the Reaper declared, and that's why we're unstoppable in the end. What makes humanity unique isn't our strength, it's our refusal to yield. Our resilience turns defeat into defiance. Our unity forges weapons from weakness. We're unpredictable, wild, and yeah, a little mad. But that's our edge, do you think? Humanity's real weapon is our creativity, or our madness. Let it spark something in you, pride in what we could achieve against the stars. This was the tale of how even death bows to humanity's fire. But the cosmos holds more clashes. Subscribe now to join the fight. Like if this pumped you up, and drop in the comments. Could you stand against an alien horde, or what's your ultimate human superpower? See you in the next battle.